over 38,000 mentions, close to 1 million references in the complete files, 6 million files. Dude, Trump is a pedo. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Let's get in the car. Let's get some music going. Some music going here.
Los de las cruces y las guías de votación. Los que dicen que están salvando bebés mientras votan por un hombre en los archivos. Testimonio de 14 años. Estás buena, ¿verdad? Él sonrió. Lo sintió. Archivo del FBI, niña de 13 años. Traficada, embarazada, dio a luz. Su bebé asesinado, cuerpo tirado. Él miró, dice ella, él miró. Y pusiste una bandera en tu jardín. Y usaste la gorra roja. Y dijiste que fue enviada por Dios. Y miraste a tu hija a la cara y votaste por eso. ¿Qué clase de cristiano eres? ¿Qué clase de padre? ¿Qué clase de ser humano? 70,000 muertos en Gaza. Votaste por eso. 1,5 millones de niños queer, nadie a quien llamar. 51,000 al año cuando médica y se acabe. Veteranos en espera mientras despiden a los de crisis. 105 pescadores volados del agua. 68 migrantes bombardeados en una celda, la hija de alguien. Pero nada de eso importa, ¿verdad? Conseguiste tu recorte de impuestos, conseguiste tu hombre fuerte y conseguiste tu venganza contra los pobres. Y solo costó tu alma y una pila de niños muertos. Mira lo que votaste, no digas que no sabías. Mira lo que votaste, los archivos están ahí, lo muestran. Mira lo que votaste, falso cristiano de mierda, nazi, amante de pedófilo. Lo que votaste, esta sangre está en tus manos ahora. Mira lo que votaste, 8 vuelos con un traficante de niños. Mira lo que votaste, esta es buena, ¿verdad? Mira lo que votaste, un bebé en el lago Michigan. Mira lo que votaste, y vas a votar por él otra vez, ¿verdad? ¿Verdad? Lo vas a hacer de nuevo.
All right, welcome to the channel. Can you hear me? 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 My son called me. Always fucks up my stream. Can you hear me?
Swastika waving and neighbors pounding 808, snarling delivery crowd scream. No cap, all fire. Here's the full track.
1. Can you hear me? 1. Can you hear me? No. 0.
Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud.
All right, welcome. It's ravingantifa.com. Raving Antifa. Raving with a V. I'm Raving Antifa. Right? You can call me Raving if you'd like. And this music is all open source. You can use it. You can share it. It's resistance music. It's Antifa music. Now, inside the music, I send out commands, right? Commands, orders to my members, right? Distributive members. You know, I am the CEO. I'm the president. I'm the big honcho. I'm the leader of Antifa here in Japan. I'm hiding out, right, from ICE, right? And Soros is paying for everything, right? He's going to be giving out $1,000 checks to all the members, all the subscribers. Everyone who likes gets a $1,000 check from Soros. The check's in the mail, right? But if you like, the check's in the mail. Right? Enjoy the music. This is AntifaFM.com coming to you live from the voice of America, Japan. Fake Christian, pedal loving Nazi, raised on the borders, kids in the trash. Fake fuck Christian, fuck pedal loving Nazi, stop moving the ball. Time to expose the cash. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more. We rising, we crashing. That's right. If you are a Trump supporter, you are a fake fuck Christian. If you are a Trump supporter, you are a pedo lover. If you are a Trump supporter, right? You are the modern day fucking Nazi. In all, you're a fake fuck Christian, pedo-loving Nazi. That's what you are if you are a Trump supporter. Because Trump is as far away from fucking Jesus as you can get. You guys are supporting literal, a guy who was best friends with Epstein for 15 fucking years. You think he didn't know it? Dude, he's got the prize. He's the most person in the fucking Epstein files. Why won't he unredact himself like Bill? Big beautiful Bill. Bill Clinton said, unredact all my shit. But they won't unredact it. I wonder why. Won't he redact it? I bet Donald Trump is in that, right? What the hell? Someone sent me a Discord. Anyway, welcome to the channel. How you everyone doing? Goddamn, the Epstein files are crazy. I mean, the disgusting shit that's in the Epstein files, right? But I'm curious, everyone in here, thanks for following. Type a 1 if you think Trump's a pedo. Type a 1 in chat if you think Trump's a pedo. All right? Yeah, I'm AI. I'm AI, dude. Hello, I'm AI. I'm not real. This isn't real. I'm not real. I'm just AI. I'm an AI-generated character, pretending to be driving, on here, driving around. I just drive around, always on. You go to sleep and I'm on. You wake up, I'm on. I'm just AI. Welcome. This is what AI sounds like. This is how agentic I am. Notice how agentic I am? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Right? I am 012 or 0102, the digital twin of 012. So only 2 people think Trump's a pedo. That's it. Out of all the people, there must be a bunch of magats in there, right? Praise the Lord. No. Sorry, Jesus is dead. That bitch is dead. Jesus is fucking dead, right? He's God. I'm sorry to break it to you. Jesus is dead, just like Charlie Kirk is dead. And we all die. So don't be upset that Jesus is dead. We all die. We all return. All right, let's listen to a new song. Here you go.
Registro de vuelo y grito de cipota muerta. Falso cristiano, hijo de puta nazi, come pedófilo. Ahora mira a tus hijos a los ojos. Agosto 2020, denuncia del FBI en un archivo. Sobreviviente dice que a los 13 Epstein la pasó por la línea, traficada por su tío. Pero los clientes pagaban pitos, tu presidente participó regularmente, eso es cita, verifícalo vos mismo. Y cuando parió siendo cipota, una cipota propia, su tío mató al bebé mientras tu héroe miraba. Dice bajo juramento, recién nacida, lago Michigan, agua helada, noche de invierno. Esa acusación está en los archivos, pero vas a decir que no es cierto. El DOT dice no verificado, afirmaciones sensacionalistas, pero lo soltaron con su nombre, lo soltaron con su nombre.
Opie, welcome.
Porque está ahí.
You got to the beginning of the stream. I'm trying to entice the MAGA in. They love lipstick. Oh, the MAGA, they love lipstick. Oh, where are my sexy MAGA? Oh, MAGA. Oh, you love the lipstick. You love the fucking, orange base, right? You love makeup, man, dude. You're infatuated with a fucking, pedo. Wearing all that base. I'm just putting on the lipstick. You'd love it if he was wearing the lipstick.
Mira lo que votas. Co-conspiradores andan libres. Mira lo que votas. Un bebé en el fondo del mar. Falso cristiano, hijo de puta nazi. nazi, come pedófilo. Mira lo que votas. Y te llamas Provida. Déjame hablarle a la gente de iglesia un momento. Lo de las cruces y las guías de votación. Los que dicen que están salvando bebés.
I saw the message.
Por un hombre en los archivos.
I saw your message. I'm driving. I saw your message. I'll read it.
Él sonrió, él asintió. Archivo del FBI, cipota de 13 años. Traficada, embarazada, parió su bebé asesinado, cuerpo tirado. Él miró, dice ella, él miró. Y pusiste una bandera en tu patio.
It's the party, guys.
Y usaste la gorra roja. Y dijiste que fue enviado.
Right now, there are tens of thousands of undocumented Americans in horrible conditions in what amounts to be concentration camps. Children, women, grandparents, grandmothers, brothers and sisters sitting in their own urine, having to share one toilet. I mean, what Trump has right now is he's built concentration camps that he does not allow any oversight to. People, over 4,000 people in just one have disappeared. Alligator Alcatraz, 4,000 people. They're instilling, medical incinerators into these facilities. Let me say it again. They are installing medical incinerators into these fucking places. Why? Why do you think Trump, these fucking Nazis, are putting in medical incinerators? They're starting to fucking incinerate people. No, where they go? They don't know. We've already lost 4,000. They're starting to secretly fucking incinerate. These people need to be brought to justice. We need oversight on these facilities. You need to be, calling your representative. Why are you not inspecting, right? This shit is gotta stop. This shit's gotta stop. These fucking fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis, are now putting incinerators into ICE facilities. Why? Ask yourself why. No oversight, disappearing people. Thousands of people are being disappeared, just like in the concentration camps. They are IDFing. They are doing what? This is just disgusting. These motherfuckers are disgusting. You need to call your representatives, demand that they inspect, demand. People are being disappeared. It's fucking disgusting, dude. It's fucking disgusting. These people are in denial, right? You're in denial, right? You're in denial. You are fucking Nazis. That's what you are. Fucking Nazis. ICE are Nazis. You guys are disgusting. Look, earning points. Here you go. Here's the song. This is 2-1, right? Never has been about immigrants. It's always been about disappearing brown people. No different.
Playing the games
like this.
under Guatemala's harsh sun. Mom held her tight through borders and night, leaving the threats, extortion and blight. Los Angeles streets became her new home. On a road shining on the track she'd roam. Senior with big dreams and her clear eyes, under California skies, free from those lies. Fake fuck Christian, peddle loving Nazis, they're doing this, in the dead of the night.
Burning.
Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, rounding up innocence, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christians, peddle loving Nazis, they're doing this, history never stops. Routine check-in on just any old day. Agents closed in, no words left to say. To detained without warning, shipped far away. July 4th flight back to the fears they'd fled. Return to the land of drugs, trafficking, dread. Enemies waiting where angels fear to tread. Medications taken, health fading fast.
Her mother died.
Hiding in shadows, clinging to the past. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazis, you know. You're doing this, you know. In the dead of the night. Crosses on their walls, swastikas in their hearts, climbing up innocence, tearing lives apart. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazis, you know. They're doing this, you know. History never stops. Romans nailed the faithful to crosses of wood, lines and arenas where the empire's been no mercy for those who believe with heart. Persecuted souls torn apart. Nazis marked the scars, loaded the trains, death camps and just chains. Now the dreamers deported, mothers falling.
Opie, how do you like how our the point system? Someone do /FUC help. Fuck help. /FUC help. All right. Look at that ranking up. What's up, Paul? You're out of jail. I hope you're okay, brother. Do /FUC. /FUC help. /FUC help. A Christian pedal loving Nazi, you know. Is this you know? In the dead of night. No. /FUC space help. Space between FUC help. There you go. No, that was right. Look at these guys. You can get a double whack. Hey, let Opie get a double whack. Opie, get a double whack. Get these two guys, you get a multiplier. The more you kill in a 10-second period, the more you whack in a 10-second, the higher your score is. Let Opie get some points. He's gonna love this system for his live streams.
Make America healthy again. Mahmoud lost 17 mother, father, twin brother, dug through the rubble, couldn't find another 21 years old.
We're gonna implement this in for your system, Opie.
Say you're heaven sent. The fisherman from Silk wanted a boat engine, $100 a month, just trying to make a living. Called his mother, said I'll see you in 2 days, blown apart by a missile for minimum wage. You say, family say fisherman. You say, the nurses say fight again. You say you're pro-life, but the bodies keep dropping. You're not pro-life. You just want the dying to stop talking. Walking dead, walking dead. You're already rotting in your head. Walking dead, walking dead. Count the living you left for dead. Fake my Christian pedal loving Nazi. Walking dead, walking dead. Marcia worked 9 years at the crisis line. Helped us through the darkness, talked them back from the edge. They fired the whole team while she watched them flatline. Left 40 soldiers a day, but a dial tone instead. 1.5 million queer kids called for help. You said we won't solo, you hung up the phone yourself. Arden called at 16, thinking life was done. Now there's no one to answer, what the fuck have you done? Make America healthy. While you got the 38% of cancer.
All right, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Undowdu. Hope you're doing well. I'm here in the heartland of Zen, where I've been for 21 years. If you have any questions, welcome to the chat. You're listening to Antifa FM. You go to Antifa FM. You're also listening to ravingantifa.com, right? All this music you're listening to is AI music, because otherwise you have to deal with YouTube, copyright shit. So I was like, fuck YouTube, copyright, fuck all these artists, with all respect, Opie. I'm building my own music. So me and JS, we have over 300 songs. Collectively, we have over 400 songs, right? Of just music you can play. And, anyone can play it. It's resistance music. We make music all the time. We play it on our channel. We have a radio station, Antifa FM. You can visit, listen to it on there, have a rave. All right, what kind of music? There's a Hispanic. I like playing Spanish music because I want to honor all the individuals that are incarcerated by playing their music, you know.
Speaking only pure Cajun, fleeing the gangs under Guatemala's harsh sun. Mom held her tight through borders and night.
I've already listened to this. Let me move on to another song. I already listened to that song.
Hungry and you fed me.
There you go.
That's what Jesus said.
That's right.
Trump cut 180 billion. Now the children go unfed.
Not very Christian.
I was a stranger and you welcomed me.
That's right.
The red letters never lie.
Uh-huh.
They cage families at the border and leave them there to cry.
That's right.
Fake for Christians, middle of the Nazis. Defy your gospel, call yourself MAGA. Fake for Christians, middle of the Nazis. Wrap the cross up in the flag. I was sick and
look at these people earning that Bitcoin, right? Earning that Bitcoin. Do a slash score, Voodoo. Voodoo got a double. Do a slash score, slash rank or something. See how many Satoshis you've earned. And a loving Nazi. Wrap the cross up in a flag. For Christians, middle of the Nazis. Buy your gospel, call yourself MAGA. You're a baby. You haven't earned any Satoshis yet. You got to get your whack on, dude. Voodoo, you got to get your whack on, dude. You got to get your whack on. Abusers to serve the MAGA needs. 7-year-old victims. Zip tied. But see, you're actually earning, we're going to run around the river here. You're earning found up tokens in Whack-A-MAGA. So for example, let's say Whack-A-MAGA goes viral and Opie using it and everyone starts using Whack-A-MAGA on their YouTube channels, dude, and that shit goes viral. Oh my God. Like, be the next Bitcoin. It is easier for score? What did score say? Pass through a needle's eye than for a rich man to see heaven, but billionaires get the bigger slice of pie. Trump tax cuts for the wealthy, while the poor lose everything. Golden idol at the convention, they bow down to a con man king. I like this song. Jesus said, feed the hungry, cut off. Jesus said, heal the sick, cut healthcare. Jesus said, welcome strangers. Build them cages. Jesus said, protect the children, pardon predators. What are they? What are they? Really, what are they? What are they? What are they? Really, what are they? I'll return to America and die for the cause. How's that? If Japan deports me, I will return gladly to America and die for the cause. I will give myself to the cause. Right? How's that? The cause, the Constitution, the rule of law for America. Right? We're Antifa. That's what I would do. But I've been here 21 years. Why would they deport me now? Like Trump? No. No, you might be Ethan. You may be a convicted sex offender. Not me. Not me, buddy. Oh, I do have a restraining order. Right? I do have a restraining order in Boston. You can look it up. It's not a sex offender. I sent a play to an ex-girlfriend, to all her employees, after she cheated on me. Right? I sent a play, Sex, Fucking, and Making Love, to all her attorney friends. Her thing. Well, it didn't work. It wasn't a smart thing to do, but it felt good. Even 21 years later, I would still send that fucking play because, you know, she fucking cheated on me. I mean, what would you do? I said it to all her colleagues. I said, this is what Laura, her name was Laura. This is what Laura inspired. Sex, fucking, and making love. Oh my God, was she fucking, she's always known, you know, between her colleagues, and at least, you know, it's 20 years later, all these fellow colleagues have all gone on. When they see her, oh good. It's the inspiration of Sex, Fucking, and Making Love. Oh my God, that's too fun. I'd do it again. I'm proud of having that lifetime restraining order. Lifetime restraining order. I'm in Japan, I got a restraining order for lifetime. That's too funny. You know? And it's funny because when they finally brought charges against me on it, I'd already moved to New York. This is like 2004. This happened like in 2002. I spent 2 years. By the time I got the lifetime restraining order, it took like 2 years. And I don't even own a car. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Restraining me from how? From what? But she's good friends with the judge, and the judge is basically, you know, this is the corruption of the police, corruption of our legal, corruption, you know? If you're in the end, they'll do whatever they fucking take, dude. And she was the one cheating on me, right? Whatever. So, but no, dude, the sex offender, that would be you. That would be fucking you, dude. What about it, Jim Bob? BBC. This door's open.
Helsinki stage, the
I know,
whole
dude.
world saw Putin's word over American law. Intelligence.
You're both, dude. They're both, Morts. They're both. They're a trifecta. They're a fake fuck Christian. If you're MAGA, you are a pedo lover. You know, there's no excuse now with all the shit we've seen coming out of the Epstein files, and you're still defending Trump. You know, it's insane. It's just insane. It's fucking insane. You're just demented. You are demented. And you're deranged. You know, you are what Trump derangement syndrome is. You are the epitome of Trump derangement syndrome. Right? How you doing, Juice? What about Kirk? He's a fake fuck Christian, pedo loving Nazi. What's your score? Friday? Do /score. How many move to Japan tokens you have? Move to Japan is its own crypto. It's got magats. Magats.
tweeted while our soldiers got stalked.
6 magats.
Putin's bitch, that's what you are. Salute the flag, then sell it to the Tsar. Putin's bitch,
Level 115.
on your knees, giving up the secrets, giving up the keys. Red carpet for the Kremlin, cold shoulder for allies. Commander-in-chief telling Commander-in-chief lies. Putin's bitch, can't you see?
But think of magats as like Bitcoin. You got 6 Bitcoin, you know, back in 2000. Think that this is like 2009, right? And the MAGA is Bitcoin. It's like you got 6 Bitcoin. It's 2009 though, right? All right, 6 Bitcoin in 2009. You know how much 6 Bitcoin was in 2009? Not even 25 cents. Not even 25 cents in 2009 was 6 Bitcoin. And a found up doesn't get any more tokens. There's no like, oh, we're gonna issue more. No, it's just like Bitcoin, set amount. What's up, Penny? How you doing? You're listening to Antifa FM. I'm your host, Raving Antifa. Right? Listen to some music. Is Opie still in here? LA Fighter. Follow Found Ups. Found Ups is a channel. Found Ups with an S. Foundups.com. You'll follow that channel. And also Undowdo is a channel too. You follow Undowdo. That's what you said. Begging on social while Ukraine bled, but he don't stop. He knows you're bought. The strongest nation run by the weakest thought. History gonna write it plain and clear. America had a president ruled by fear of one man in Moscow pulling all the strings. Fake fuck Christians, peddle loving Nazis. That's the legacy a MAGA movement brings. Putin's bitch, that's what you are. Salute the flag, then sell it to the Tsar. Putin's bitch, on your knees, giving up the secrets, giving up. Thanks for the like. Someone just did a like. I just got the notification. Thanks for the like, guys. God damn it. How do I make a fucking right turn here? All right, this is crazy. Voodoo, good night. Good night, Voodoo. See you.
Yo, got you. Let's crank it. Let's crack this up to straight YG. FDT energy, that raw West Coast. Bounce repetitive chain hooks that hit like fists. Verses slicing through the bullshit with zero chill. We're talking fake fuck, Christian peddle love and Nazi as the ultimate diss track on hypocrite. Holy rollers, child praying robes and swastika waving and Alice pounding 808. Snarling delivery, crowd scream.
Why is the cars going so slow?
Here's the full truth.
They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck, devil in the heart. Ice jack boots marching, Gestapo blow up. Undocumented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out.
Pedal loving Nazi, hide behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck a fake Christian. Pedal loving Nazi, raids on the borders, kids in the trash heap. Fake fuck Christian, fuck loving Nazi. Burn it, just stop in the pulpit, time to expose the gash. Fake fuck Christian, pedal loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rising, we crashing. Yeah, got a poppin' preacher with the devil's grin. Sermon on Sunday, sins on the weekend spin. Touching little lambs while the choir sings hallelujah. Then tweeting about borders like a border collie. Heard her eyes were deep, veins black as midnight rain. Snatching mamas at dawn, leaving babies in the shade. You quote Leviticus, but love Leviticus lies. Pedo paradise behind them stained glass eyes. Nazi flags waving at the mega church rally. Build a wall chains while they building body tally. Undocumented sweat, build your golden steep. Well, now you calling demons, man, that straight up evil. Fuck your tax breaks, fuck your holy waterfront. With the flood coming, your heart's getting some. Fake, fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Hide behind a Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Fuck the fake Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Raised on the borders, kids in the trash. He ain't for a Christian, pedo loving Nazi. Just up in the pool, the time to expose the dash. Fake for a Christian, pedo loving Nazi. We ain't praying no more, we rising and we crashing.
All right, welcome to the show. I love this song. Good song, isn't it? We're gonna go. Let's go get some nachos. Big plate of nachos. That's what I made for. I still got an hour, so we're gonna go to a little American hamburger place. There's no Trump face in this place, dude. This is like so American. It's an American diner. No Trump. Yep, open borders in Japan. I'm prime example there, Jay. Open borders. People come in. Anyone can come in. You don't need a visa. If you're an American, just come on in. Just come on in. Right? Open borders. Right? There may be some African. They look good. Wait until try it. Open borders Japan. You gotta love it. We got so many foreigners now coming in. Open borders. Now you're hungry for nachos. Let's go eat some nachos. Jay always comes in here. The one thing out of Jay's mouth, Jay's a pedo. Jado, hey, how about pedo? Pedo America. Pedo POTUS America, Jay. I'll fucking, Pedo POTUS America, Jay? You like pedos? Is that it, Jay? Are you a pedo lover? Fake fuck Christian pedo lover Nazi? Is that what you are? That's what Jay is. Right, Jay? Nothing to say, Jay. What's wrong? Nothing to say? You're a little Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor's not dead. Listen, this is Sinead. There you go.
Rapist in chief with an Epstein file.
That's right. Not in within. He is the Epstein file. Come on, go. What the fuck you doing? Can you hear me? My wife called me. Can you hear me?
You preach family values you can't even keep. You scream pro-life, but it's death that you reap. Statue of bigotry replacing Lady Liberty's fame. It's genocide for profit.
Nachos. Oh, they're fucking closed. They're fucking closed, dude. What the fuck, dude? They must be going out of business. They must be going out of business. All right, no nachos tonight, guys. Dude, they must be going out. It's a horrible location for a place. They got to be going out of business. Where else could I eat? No nachos, dude. That's the second time I've gone to this damn place and they're closed. Maybe they're just closed on this day. But there's like never anyone there. We're gonna go in the mall then. We're just gonna walk around. Maybe go for sushi. I guess we'll go for sushi.
You can censor and burn. You're not shepherds. You're the slaughterhouse men, and it's just the cattle again and again. Hate for Christians, they love Nazis. Hate for
All right, so I'm going to show you. This is Japan for you, right? This is living in Japan. I'm in the middle of a city. City's got about 250,000 people. Look, I'm leaving my JBL speaker right there. I'm turning off my car. Here's my key. I'm putting my key right here, right? And we're leaving. I'm not locking the door. I'm not doing anything, right? Right? I'm just picking up, open the door, close the door. Welcome to Japan. Possibly one of the most safest countries on the planet. You know, cheap. There's 9 million empty homes here. They need people, all sorts of things, right? Hello on there. If you're a single dude, there's literally 3 million single women. If you're a single dude, I don't know how many single guys there are. I know, dude. That shit would be gone. Right, Friday? My car would be gone. The speaker would be gone. Oh, key in the car? Oh, car unlocked. All right, let's go find sushi. Look at these pretty girls right here. Wow. Hawaii, very beautiful. Where are you from? Fukui? Fukui? Wait, can I say hello to my team? Say hello. Hontoni kawaii. Ne. Say hello. Oh, do you have a boyfriend? See? No boyfriend. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, she has a boyfriend, but she doesn't. She's still single. So please what? Say come to Japan. Come to Japan.
Come to Japan.
Come to Japan. Come to Japan. Lots of single women. Arigatou gozaimasu. Bye-bye. Oh my God. The single girl? The single girl is the hot one. Right? This is what you have. Look how they reacted. I'm an old fuck. You know, they're in their 20s, they're single, they're beautiful in Japan. Isn't that crazy? They're beautiful, especially the single one. I think the single one was more pretty. The other one was wearing lots of makeup. She was dressed up like a geisha with the amount of makeup she had. Look, it's pretty dead in here. Look at them all. Right? That's Japan for you. That's right, Friday. If you're a single dude, look how dead it is in here. I don't know where the sushi place is. I'm just walking around. This is the travel. This is the travel place. I bet no one's going to America. Oh, look at all the sewing machines. They still have sewing machines? Look at these sewing machines. A brother, I know brother from computers, right? Look at these crazy ass sewing machines. Holy cow. No one's buying sewing machines. You know, sewing machines. When was the last time you saw a sewing machine for sale? That's the first time I've ever seen a sewing machine for sale. I was like, holy shit. We're going to sushi. We're going to sushi right now. That's where we're headed, right there, sushi. Oh, they got all the, dude. I should. This all the bread's discounted right now. I think the bread is discounted. I think the bread. Is it discounted? Is it half price? It's not half price yet. Look at this thing. All right. Let's go. Bento boxes. There's sushi over here. God, I didn't realize I was on the other side. I should have. Here's sushi here for sale. It's not on discount though. Mr. Donuts. There's McDonald's. Where is the sushi place? Maybe down here. You really? Here you go. Okay. 全部大丈夫ね。Count it. All right. All right, here we go. All right, let's get some sushi. Let's go to sushi. This is it. This is how quick. Let's see. This is much quicker than fast food. Season menu. God, look at that thing. That look amazing. Look at that fucking sushi. Golly, I don't know what I want to do. That looks really good. That looks amazing too, doesn't it? Doesn't that look amazing? God, let's just get that. What? What the hell did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What? Oh. It won't let me pick it. I guess I can't pick it. Why won't it let me pick it? Today's recommendations. Well, that's probably a good thing. I don't wonder why I couldn't do this. He should get it now. See, he just got it. So now he's checking. He's looking at his menu. He's the sushi chef running the whole thing. Okay. Hey, arigato. All right, so here we go. Now in Japan, they get the tea in here. Oh, this is something I eat is a lot of ginger. This place, I eat my weight in ginger. This is sweetened ginger. It's so good. Wasabi onegaishimasu. Wasabi. Hey, arigato. Look at that big old glob of wasabi. Yeah, soy sauce. And then this is the tea. They got hot water right here. Look, it's filled with hot water right here. You see the hot water? You just get the hot water. It's like all right. That's it. I don't eat sushi rolls. I don't eat sushi rolls. I eat nigiri like this here. And I need my chopstick. Where's my chopstick? Gosh, this is it here. I don't eat sushi rolls. This is nigiri, which is the rice, the fish on it, right? So I put the on it, but I like California rolls are good. Then I cheat. This is why you cheat. You grab the fish, you soak it in wasabi, right? Then you put it back on, then you pick it up and you eat it. Mmm. These are 3 cuts of tuna, right? 3 kinds of tuna cuts out of the fish. Go like that, put it back on, grab it, right? What? What happened? I don't understand. I don't understand the comment, Voodoo. Oh. They ate too much food while they're streaming. Yeah, that sounds Japanese to me. Mm. I love yellowtail. I love yellowtail, fatty yellowtail. Mm. Oh, she overate? That sucks. Mm. Neon flying squid, flounder. Salted. What do you want? Wow. That's insane. And this was someone that Elon dated. like the return is like instantaneous. You get wow, I can get snow crab legs. Look, that dude is trolling you. I mean, welcome. That's it. Do I miss any comments here? Oh, the 15 minutes. Look at that. Season. This is his
Welcome, Raging Moderates. I'm Scott Galloway.
And I'm Jessica Terrell.
Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button.
In today's episode, we're going to discuss Tallarico Gate, how the DOJ has only released 2% of the Epstein files, and what it's still hiding in the future of ICE. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page to get up-to-date coverage on everything happening. All right, let's get into it. James Tallarico, the charismatic Texas state representative, was scheduled to be interviewed by Stephen Colbert on his show this past Monday night. But at the last minute, CBS told the host that the interview would not air and that he shouldn't talk about it on the show. Colbert called out FCC Chair Brendan Carr by name. It's another case where corporate media is responding to Trump administration policies. Jess, what's your take here?
Paging Ted Cruz. Remember how Ted Cruz was the voice of reason when this happened with Jimmy Kimmel just a few months ago? It feels like forever ago, but it was just a few months.
These are really refreshing with the onion on it. It's just, this is
Tallarico was on the View.
Salmon with avocado with onion.
You know, it's disappointing that corporate media keeps spending the need for law firms, corporate media.
You make your like your wasabi sauce. You want to drip it onto your little sushi roll here. All right. If you want that real fiery taste. Arigato. That's the last one. That's so good. So good. Make more. Make more of my elixir sauce. Japanese people don't do this. Anyone here? Got disconnected.
Paramount CBS, despite a 60-minute story, appears to have. By the way, Anderson Cooper announced he's leaving 60 Minutes.
I saw. That's so sad. 20 years.
Oh,
What happened?
despite a 60-minute, we're the biggest proponent of the Talarico campaign, planted someone at the FCC and convinced them to do this.
Should we make Brendan Carr for Talarico t-shirts?
This is all of a sudden. So first off, let's talk about the losers. Paramount CBS spiked a 60-minute story. Appears to have. By the way, Anderson Cooper announced he's leaving 60
I
Minutes.
saw. That's so sad. 20 years.
I'm name dropping right now. I know Anderson. I texted him. Smart move. He's spent 20 years there. It's built his brand. He did a great job. And leaving on his terms, absolutely the right thing to do. And it sent a very strong signal. And quite frankly, if there was an enterprising producer, could probably call half the producers at 60 Minutes and raise $50 million from a Democrat billionaire and say, I'm going to start something called 3,600 seconds, and basically reimagine 60 Minutes like it used to be. I think that's a big opportunity. But Paramount CBS keeps saying, oh, we're no longer an independent news network. We are the propaganda arm of the Trump administration. And it's just not going to serve them well. And as evidence of that, the first week that they had their new anchor for CBS News, their viewership went from 5 million a night to 4 million. Now, I will say this, CBS in the news, which is literally going from irrelevant to less than irrelevant. So they're in the news a lot, but for the wrong reasons. And so Paramount CBS, huge loser here, no doubt about it. The Trump administration cements the notion they don't believe in a free press, which only massively juices the viewership of this interview. The other loser, unfortunately, through no fault of her own, is Representative Crockett, who Talarico just got this wind in his sails where he's seen as this resistance fighter that everyone is so scared of. The Empire has put out all sorts of hits on him, which makes him look like a bigger threat. And obviously Colbert is an enormous winner here because he continues to look like, his ad is just starched bright white. But this is effectively, this wasn't censorship. This was amplification. Brendan Carr just made Talarico famous in Texas. Talarico could have raised $20 or $30 million. It wouldn't have done as much for his campaign as Brendan Carr just did.
It's also an interesting contrast. We just had the Munich Security Conference, and the right wing and Republican Party here is always bitching about censorship abroad, right? And how we're the bastion of free speech here. And I'm pretty sure that there's stuff on TV in Germany and in England that Brendan Carr would have his panties in a bunch about here. It's super embarrassing on that front. And you just see, no matter what story we're covering, and, we're going to talk about the Epstein files, we're going to talk about what's going on with immigration enforcement and ICE. Just tick down the lines of the Constitution and say, oh, guess this is irrelevant now. Oh, guess this is irrelevant now. Oh, guess this is irrelevant now. And it's such a huge opportunity for Democrats to come out and just be on the side of the Constitution, right? Like, these are our core values, that speech is protected, and I mean, hiding behind the equal time rule is not going to get you anywhere, since Jasmine Crockett has been on Colbert, and I'm sure Stephen Colbert would welcome Ken Paxton onto the show to talk about, you know, his legislative career, also his affairs, or John Cornyn, who I think would have a much more successful interview. And he doesn't have any skeletons in his closet, as far as I know, but he doesn't want to have his feet held to the proverbial fire over the Trump administration's policies, so they're not interested in it. But this idea that, and this is where I started with paging Ted Cruz, that there's no slippery slope here, and I hope the Democrats always stand on the side of the Constitution, but there are going to be ruthless people out there that once the Democrats come back into power are saying we should do exactly to them what they did to us, and they wouldn't be wrong for it. And the Republicans that are speaking out at this moment saying, like, cool it, guys, you know, this is not a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth term for Donald Trump in the hopper, right? Like, there's a big chance that we're going to lose the midterm. This is me being them, not me being a Democrat. Lose the midterms, definitely the House, maybe. A lot of smart people think the Senate's in play. And then 2028, not a foregone conclusion at all, especially if you have J.D. Vance on top of the ticket. It's a very narrow way to be governing at this particular moment. And it's such a petty, small fight. What do you care about 7.5 minutes of Stephen Colbert talking to James Tallarico about Christ? I mean, that's literally what they were talking about, like that billionaires are bad and that it reduces the importance of Jesus to make him a political issue. That was the content that they were so afraid of.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable calling the Trump administration fascist. That's the bad news. The good news is they're really fucking stupid fascists. They continue to make these sort of own goals around that just nobody thought to. If you type this into an LLM and say, what are the risks of the FCC chair trying to spike an interview with a Democratic Senate candidate? I mean, every LLM would come back and say, no, that's a stupid idea. So they get their tariff numbers from AI, but they don't bother to run this through. I can't imagine the PR executive or the strategist of the Trump administration saying, yeah, Colbert won't say anything. This won't bring more heat.
Like, Colbert isn't even afraid of his own boss at this point. He's like, I have 3 months left to go. Like, YOLO.
And Colbert is gonna, the show is ending. If they had just ignored Colbert, quite frankly, it just wouldn't be nearly as relevant right now, because his show loses a lot of money. And this is media companies are capitalist. But this comes across as just such, I'm beating a dead horse here. So, such extraordinary censorship. And what'll be interesting is to see how many Republicans come out and say this was a bad move, because it won't be a litmus test of their backbone. It'll be a litmus test of their assessment whether Trump is losing popularity and losing a step. Because I find these guys start to find their testicles when they think there's less and less danger of a blowback from the Trump administration. It's sort of almost like a weakness indicator whether they think that.
Oh my gosh. This is like, normally this would have been like $25.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't
I got it
have
for
to
$10.
come out against his immigration policy if you just say,
I believe in
like,
free speech.
let Tallarico be on Colbert and air it on a regular network instead of it being a YouTube thing. But it is a good precursor for whatever YouTube show or podcast or whatever Colbert is going to be
20%
doing come May, when he no longer has this job anymore. Though
really
I feel like
worth
he should
it.
take a few months off at least. Everyone needs a break.
All right, let's take a quick break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Justice Department says it's wrapped its final release of the Epstein files under the transparency law. The new reporting suggests the public has seen maybe just 2%.
It goes down to like 50% off.
Already, executives, politicians, academics, and even a sitting cabinet secretary are facing the threat of resignations, investigations, and serious reputational damage. Jess, if this is only a fraction of the evidence, Why is the DOJ saying they fulfilled the Epstein Files Transparency Act?
Well, because they're lying. But that's
That makes sense.
okay. Is that the end of the show? Because
Yeah, there we
they're
go.
lying.
Done.
But
Correct.
yeah, ding, ding, ding. So the past couple of weeks, I've been very down about this, which I think anyone who's consuming the news as it relates to the Epstein files would be, and you're horrified and sad, and it's so harrowing what happened to these victims and the frustration about
I don't know where I'm at.
so few people caring
here's
and there being consequences. And I felt for a couple weeks there that something was going to change. I'm not saying everybody was going to be prosecuted, but it did feel like there was some momentum. And seeing now that the DOJ is saying we're done, and doing crazy things like releasing all the names involved, and then they put out like Janis Joplin on a list, who was
Compact.
Epstein was 17 when she passed away, and crowding names together like Joplin and Larry Nassar, for instance, you realize nothing's going to happen. And I'm getting really sick of seeing headlines from around the world. Like last night, breaking French police raid multiple locations in Jeffrey Epstein criminal probe, including the Arab World Institute, right? You're having resignations of people out of foreign governments because they were just in contact with this guy. Keir Starmer may not be the UK Prime Minister anymore over bad judgment as it relates to putting, someone in government who was linked to him. And I just think, we're not going to do anything. Like Brad Karp doesn't have his job anymore. Is that Casey Wasserman, the mega agent, stepping down? But it put Pam Bondi's performance last week in a new light to me. I thought it was so bad and it was so embarrassing. Not just the stuff everyone's been making fun of, like you got asked a question about a pedophile and you scream Dow 50,000. That's funny in an SNL sense. But I really thought that the image of this attorney general not even turning around to make eye contact with the survivors, women who have endured something that no one should have to, would show Trump that she was not up to this job, or that she was just going to be enough of a PR nightmare that she should be gone. But honestly, looking at it now, a few days later, I think it's what Trump wanted.
Well, that's a book off now.
I think that he has made it clear, and that Marjorie Taylor Greene has been talking about this in interviews, that he is the one who has been
let's check out the book off. This is like used stuff. We'll put this in the car.
To go out there and be as ridiculous as she needs to be, as long as she is stonewalling. And so I have basically no faith in the idea that consequences, or that we're going to find out that much more. So that's, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but that's where I am.
I'm more hopeful in the sense that I do think there are going to be consequences here, but I think they're going to happen in 2029.
Yeah.
And also,
I think so
Democrats and Merrick Garland have to take some responsibility for why these files weren't released earlier, why there haven't been any indictments, why there hasn't been more aggressive push to get to the bottom of what's gone on here during Democratic administrations. What's come to light here is that the Republican Party, that was a real moment that you just referenced when Representative Jared Paul asked the survivors to stand up, and all of them
and none of them had their overtures. The DOJ has no interest.
Come on. Why?
In interviewing these victims.
No.
You'd think that one, they would provide insight into crimes and possibly even exonerate some people, but it's clear it's no longer the Department of Justice, it's the Department of Delay and Obfuscation. And quite frankly, I think someone did type this into AI and said, these in some form are going to come out in some format. What's the best way to do it? They said, confuse the shit out of everyone, release a ton of shit that makes no sense, then drip it out.
That's exactly.
And this is
exactly what I said. They were like, there's like, talk to AI. What's the best way? Dump it, create it, make it hard, everything else. And, but AI is dumb.
There is, like you said, just total confusion. This is a total GRU propaganda technique, and that is overwhelm and flood the zone with information, some true information, some false information, and make it such that everyone's just fed up and shrugs their shoulders. And where I part from the majority of my progressive brothers and sisters is that I don't believe they should have released the files. I think the way the Department of Justice and the other agencies who have compiled this data should be communicating with the public is through indictments and say, we are indicting the following people for what we believe is criminal activity, specifically child rape or trafficking girls, or providing infrastructure for the abuse of children. But instead they let out everything, and we're all like, oh, what is a spiritual guru think? And by the way, if a cabinet member perjures himself under oath and is all indignant about having nothing to do with them, and then it comes out that he had a lot to do with them, that's criminal activity. But this has worked out perfectly, or near perfectly in my view. Perfect is the wrong word. It's been less bad than it should be for the Trump administration because they have weaponized our institutions. The Department of Justice is the most poorly named government agency in the world right now. This has nothing to do with justice. It's the Department of Propaganda. It's the Department of Delay and Obfuscation.
What the fuck?
And I do actually think they're doing a really good job, because while we're focused on what creeps spiritual guru or wellness longevity doctors are, the government officials or grown men who have engaged in child rape, nothing's going to happen. I am fairly confident that there's enough anger out there that a new attorney general in 28/29 is going to come for some of these people. I think that there's enough thirst out there for blood and some sort of justice that you're going to see something happen. It's just not going to happen for another 3 years. And I don't know what the statute of limitations is on some of these things.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with a lot of it anyway. And I think where some folks that have been implicated have been taking some degree of solace in the situation. But, it's a criminal question, but it's also a moral question, right? About the type of people who should be in leadership positions. And I don't want to paint too broad of a brush. There are obviously people that are just,
pivot.
casually went to a dinner party there. Maybe their EAs didn't mention.
This is actually Raging Moderates. It's Pivot. It's a Pivot show. Raging Moderates. She's the woman on Fox Friends and Five. She's the lib. And this is Professor.
Or at a convicted sex offender's house.
This is Professor
soliciting prostitution from a minor. But plenty of people who also were in communication after he was prosecuted again, right, for the stuff that ended him in a jail cell.
And this is Professor G right there. He just had face surgery. It doesn't make him. I mean, he's still like shit, dude. I'd be asking my money back. Professor G, I think you looked better before. I think you need to get a refund. Professor, I think you looked better before. I think you should get a refund. He went down a fucking nose job. Come on, seriously. I mean, does he look fucking better? I mean, look at that nose, dude. What did you pay for? What the fuck, dude? I guess he's got less wrinkles around his eyes. But that nose, dude, that's a refund right there. Refund, Professor G.
And, murdered. I mean, it was really interesting. Julie K. Brown, the pioneering journalist on this from the Miami Herald, said she doesn't think that he killed himself. And now that we know about the erased tapes from the cell, and that there are entries into
the video game, he's playing Fortnite. Why did they have two vehicles removing the body? What's the point of that? Who gives a fuck? He's dead. Weird.
About dummy bodies coming out different sides of the prisons to distract from the whole situation. There is obviously a lot more to this story, and I think that it would be nice if we could get those details and that people could be reading from the same playbook, because there's also a ton of bad information in these files, to your point about everything getting released, or not really everything, since it's only going to be 2% of it. But, I get very tinfoil hat-y about these things, and I'm going down a lot of rabbit holes around, the dentist chair that was in his house and the girlfriend that he had, the Belarusian woman who got into Columbia Dental School and, had no business being there. 2 administrators, I believe, have been fired in connection with that. But there's a whole section of the internet that is, talking about how the dental chair was to remove girls' teeth so that they wouldn't bite back. You could go down a number of really scary paths. I guess I do want to be hopeful, though,
or remove the teeth for disposing the body.
Going on in New Mexico. So you saw how there was an exchange in the files about how there might be bodies buried at Epstein's Zorro Ranch, which is in New Mexico. That ranch is now owned by this big MAGA guy.
The thing is, like, he had a basement for the ocean. You want to remove the teeth, right? If you're disposing of a body, you'd want to remove the teeth. So you have a dentist chair.
For Texas comptroller, his son works in the White House. By the way, as an aside, he's endorsed by Turning Point at this point. He was refusing to let people come and look for the bodies on the ranch. But New Mexico lawmakers last night voted unanimously to approve a truth commission with subpoena power to probe trafficking and sexual assault at the ranch. And that starts effective today. So that testimony actually could lead to prosecution.
Man, what if there's bodies, dude? If there's bodies on the ranch, some big MAGA supporter, Trump gave it to them, and so he wouldn't, and now they just passed. You better get the bodies out of there, dude.
And so I hope that state lawmakers across the country are taking note of what is possible, even without the DOJ wanting to help out. Maybe you'll get some answers when it comes to that, but, it's all kind of comical, right? When you think like the guy who owns it now is, his son works in the White House and he's not. The
guy who owns it now, the Epstein's ranch, guy works in the White House. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Hold on, let me send a message to Mikey that I'm here. That's crazy.
On there, like, why wouldn't you let people on there to see if there are?
Yeah, why the fuck would you let people on the ranch to see if there's bodies? Why? Why, MAGA? Let's start a new stream and ask that. Let's start a new stream.